The book, How to Make Millions from Apps, will share with you the secrets of how you can create apps with no programming, coding, or design experience. I'll even share with you the little known secret of how you can create apps for free. This and so much more. I've even included over $128 worth of free bonuses and resources that include my app creation blueprint. This is what I use and it's what I've built my entire app business on. And I'll share with you a little secret. I've got over 150 apps in my app portfolio, and it's growing on multiple platforms every single month. And all this with no programming, coding, or design experience. And you might be thinking, hey, I've got a really limited budget. I can share with you how to capitalize on your limited budget and publish an app that makes money. So if you really want to know these secrets, How to Make Millions from Apps is the book that's going to expose all these secrets and make it so simple for you to succeed at creating an app. 6 ways to make your app a winner. So here's some little secrets and tips you need to be aware of to make your app work. So you're either at the stage where you've got an idea or you've just published an app. And you're looking out there going, okay, how can I get downloads? How can I make sure I get a return on all the time and money I've spent creating an app? So here's 6 simple ways. They sound simple, they may be simple, but I can tell you what, a lot of people forget these fundamental basics. Just because there's 4 billion people a day accessing mobile devices doesn't mean they're going to know about your app. Doesn't mean they're going to find out about your app. You've now got to take the time and the energy to make sure they can even find your app. Make it easy as possible for people to actually download your app. So here's some things to be aware of. Here's 6 points. And if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my iPad, and it's got all my notes on it. That's how cool an iPad is. So what is your app target audience? This is one big thing that people forget. Who do you want to download your app? Not everyone is going to be interested in your app. If you've created a game, what similar games have they played that they would like your type of app? Is it a strategy game? So if I've played other strategy games, would I want to download and play this game? Or do people who play this type of strategy game like this type of utility? There's a lot of demographics information you can find out about what different game players like or what other similar type of apps they may have on their device. When I was running my marketing companies, we always used to create an avatar of our ideal user, and we would kind of create a personality, a profile of what type of apps they like, what magazines they read, where did they go on Facebook, if they even used Facebook, or what websites do they use? Do they use like LinkedIn? What do they browse for online? What movies do they watch? What clothes do they wear? You might be going, what the hell does all this have to do with my target market? Well, what it does is it helps you really think about is what other ways can you engage with your target market and your audience? Because that's important. Because if you know your app user is out on Facebook and they've liked Tony Hawk, for example, that's a skateboarder if you don't know who that is, then that's going to help you reach them, get your message to that audience. Or if they follow a particular type of political view or a certain type of humor, you might find that people that like certain comedy movies love downloading your apps and love engaging and playing with your apps or using your utilities. Then market to them. You need to really be aware of demographic information. And you might be saying, hey, look, Ben, I've got no idea where to start. Sometimes just by testing and making some of this stuff up. So I think if they liked horror movies, they may like my zombie game. Well, let's test it. Let's find out. If they liked romantic comedies, do they like your zombie game? Let's find out. Like, start working out what they do. Or you might even think if you've created a utility, for example. Okay, so this person's just downloaded a new phone and they're looking for, let's use a flashlight example, a flashlight app as an example of a utility. They've just downloaded their phone So you might want to target people who have recently acquired a mobile device within the last 3 months, right? Because they're looking to download new apps and they're kind of more addicted to downloading more apps. Or you might want to target to people or do keyword research or show up on websites outside of the app ecosystems that are talking about great tools for app users or great utility apps or the 6 best utility apps when traveling or for business travelers. And it might have the flashlight, or you might be talking about a camera app, or you might even market to people who are looking at camera utilities or camera apps or camera resources and let them know, free app to download and try. Like, there's multiple ways where you can pull things in. The more you know about this audience and this target market, the better it's going to be. And to be honest, the easier it's going to be for you to target, because they say 80% of advertising is wasted. And what you want to work out is what part of that 80%. If it's not worth marketing to people who are under 18, why are you downloading? Why are you marketing and promoting to people under 18? Why are you putting your content on those websites? That's something you want to look at. Now, point number 2 is your app campaign engaging? App campaigns can be completely multimedia, multi-dimensional. Create video, create engaging images and pictures, use music, use sound effects, create the emotion. You're like, I don't have the budget to create a promotional video. That's not true. You do. You can create great promotional videos just by using words and Keynote or PowerPoint or great images with some good music. It's very easy. You create a story, you create something emotional. You can use like simple free services online like Animoto.com. It's a great photo creating tool that combines and creates promo videos. You could outsource it and say, look, I've got $75 or $150 to create a promotional video for my app. Download that. Create an engaging campaign. You have to get people's interest. Remember, you're one of 1,000 ads or enticements they're going to see during the day. What's making yours memorable? How are you making it easy for them to download? Number 3, where do you want to advertise your app? Number 3 really ties into number 1. Because if you know who your audience are, and even if you're making some of this up until you can test it and get some data from your analytics that you're using in your apps to refine it and see who's actually downloading and using and how long they're using, once you know who they are, you know where to market. You can target forums, news websites. You can target Facebook or LinkedIn or the different websites and social media websites in different countries. Like, are you targeting a Brazilian or a Spanish or a European marketplace? Or are you targeting a specific language only or a specific age group? You know that older men like this app, or older middle-aged women, or you want to target young kids and what age demographics there. You can work out where to promote. And one of the things you really want to think about is cross-promotion. So where are these people already now? So if I'm age 21 and I love horror movies, for example, where am I going online? What magazines am I reading? What news posts? Am I even reading the news? Or your great theme and seasonal period where you'd get in would be when a new zombie movie comes out. So how could you tie your app and promotional marketing campaign into other things that are already getting media attention? Like, for example, the Twilight movie release, or nowadays the Hunger Games is coming out. How could you tie your app, your utility, or whatever you're creating into that that media attention that's already there, those people that are already searching? That's what you want to really start thinking about. Where are the people I'm already targeting? Number 4, how much are you willing to spend on your advertising? This is a good question, because one of the things you've got to really be aware of is, if you've got a low budget, well, you need to do a lot of this stuff for free. So I'd recommend doing things like review article submission, or creating articles like the top 5 promotional apps for business, or the top 5 apps for business travelers, or the top 5 apps for people gaming, or putting your keywords into that, making sure your app gets submitted to review websites, creating promotional videos, getting video feedback and testimonial videos of people using your app and rating your app, and saying, yeah, I loved it, it was this. And you can use that on social media. You can do a lot of things for free. And like if you've got, say, hey, I can spend $2,000 on an advertising campaign, you can start looking at, maybe I want to do a paid banner promotion. So put banners on different websites. Or you want to do a Facebook like campaign. One of the things you can work out is, for every dollar I spend, how many downloads do I get? And if you're really doing the maths, you can start working out, okay, for every download I get, how many sales do I get? And this is what matters. One of the things is you got to work out is, what is your cost to acquire a customer? What can you spend to actually acquire a customer and make it profitable? Because you want to actually make this advertising dollar a loss leader. So you can work out, so for every $2,000 I'm spending, I'm making $2,500 or $10,000. This is what you want to work out. And if you can work that out, you can just keep spending money after money. So it's not how much you want to spend it, it's what can you spend to acquire a customer. And once you know that, that's the most important metric. Once you know that, you can find hundreds of ways to spend that money. One of the other things I didn't mention previously is, like, in your website, create a website that you can build links to, because people still search online. They're searching from their mobile devices for XYZ app. So think about, how would I be searching for that style of app? So point number 6 is do not forget to promote your app campaign. So there's already an existing stream of media and promotional campaigns that are already happening. How can you tie that in to those existing news and media campaigns? You're starting to see nowadays on morning TV or news shows or radio shows or DJ shows and things like this, they're interviewing app publishers. They're talking about apps they're playing right now on their mobile devices. What can you tie your app into to get media attention? Sometimes just promoting a press release online is enough to get that attention. Sometimes you need to actually create a press release that goes online and offline, or sometimes you want to maybe contact some magazines and see if you could get featured or if they could write a story on you. It's all possible, and sometimes all you've got to do is ask. A lot of people aren't taking the time to actually think about marketing and promoting their app and who's interested. But more importantly, making your app promotion interesting. How could you run a competition or a giveaway or create t-shirts or stickers or anything like that to help engage an audience and take them from this virtual world to the real world, like where you can put something in their hands? Competitions, giveaways, prizes are wonderful for this. And there's a lot of companies and services and products out there already that you can tie your app into. A lot of big name brand companies are looking for apps and things they can use in promotional giveaways and prizes. So use them. There's also other apps you can cross promote with. So when you start really working out who your audience is, you'll find that who you can promote to, it actually gets easier to promote and market your app. So there's 6 ways that you can ensure that your app is a winner. And I'm pretty certain that if you actually think of these 6 ways to make your app a winner during the publishing and while you're creating your app, you'll actually make your app even better for the people you're actually targeting. So that's the 6 ways. Put your comments below, give us your feedback, and let's create a discussion and helping people think of other ways that they can actually promote and market their apps. This is Ben from How to Make Millions from Apps, and I look forward to seeing you on one of my other blog posts. Discover the secrets of how you can make apps for free. It is possible, but I share more than that. I share the secrets of how you can create, market, and publish apps even on a low budget with no coding, programming, or design experience. It is possible. Trust me, I went from 0 to 150 apps in under 12 months. I make my entire living from my app portfolios, and I've shared the secrets of how you too can make apps in my book, How to Make Millions from Apps. And when you order today, you'll get over $128 worth of free bonuses, along with access to a VIP members-only community which has amazing resources. So if you're looking to be successful in the apps business and create top 25 games or utilities, create apps on a low budget, this book is for you. How to Make Millions from Apps is going to fast track your app success. This is Benjamin Bressington, the author of How to Make Millions from Apps, wishing you happy success in your app journey.